Hey, this is Old Gaming Guru. I'm at corruption level 100, and as promised, I'm making a video about my basically Warpath VK, who also uses Erasing Strike and Devouring Orbs. And let's see, we need to get our anomaly up and going, so make sure Numlock is engaged, hold button down, and let's get that thing auto-casted, because that anomaly is a big source of buffs. Alright, so we're just going to jump in here to a level 100 corruption. You can see the corruption up here. We're going to run just a quick thing here to let you guys see what this character is all about. Alright, so what's the deal with this character? Okay, pretty much the base build comes from my spell-based VK, which is incredibly powerful and is pushing 300. I don't think this guy's going to push 300. He's well, he probably could with some better gear, but is he as strong as the spell-based? No. And also too, because he's melee, he's got to be close up, which means that he's going to take more damage and possibly die. So things I'll be looking at improving on this guy is his health, his defenses, but overall it's a strong character, a little bit more fun to play than the other VK. Man, the other VK does some serious damage. I'm requiring a lot of echoes here. But basically, you just spin to win on trash. The bosses, hey, Erasing Strike, and the orbs. We're also throwing down. Oh, what's the name of that skill? Okay, Pot of Leech was keeping me alive. Okay, so.
Did not do that.
Sometimes the Warpath gets a little wonky when the terrain is not reliable. You can see it takes a decent hit. Don't need that, don't need that. I did go with a chance of going to do a wheel. My mana here is pretty solid. Okay, you see I'm doing a lot here. What's the name of that skill? Alright, so there's someplace, there's one of these little things there. There we go.
I cannot do that.
God, where is this guy? God bless. Wherever this guy is. One of those stupid lightning casters.
Too heavy.
Okay, garbage is full. Alright. Now let's just go with that charm. Yeah, this guy is much easier to get killed on than my spell-based VK. And there is a bit of a bias. Okay, maybe this guy's been shooting me. I hate those things.
Did not do that.
Okay, you can see here sometimes I stick a little bit.
Stand down or die.
Then, bonk. Okay, Erasing Strike is also great to deal with. You can see here, mana regenerates. Like the bringing back PoE is a shot. Okay, so echoes are doing a lot of damage here for me. Warpath, for the most part, takes care of garbage. Okay. See here. Okay, leech has helped keep me alive here. Ooh, let's see. That's tons of mana. And that would be good if I didn't have a better helmet. Okay, so basically, you just charge in. So, can he do level 100? He can. I've not found a better weapon than Clothos yet. Okay, and I got a point there, and Warpath. Good, I need that. Alright, let's go finish this off. I think you guys have got a pretty good idea on how to play it. Spin, 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 bonk.
I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
I think the time I'm most vulnerable is when I run out of mana. I can definitely go with more mana. See here, I've gotten close to death a couple times, so this guy is not invincible at 100. Alright.
I cannot do that.
Okay, so there's playstyle. Let's go get this finished and defeat the Moonspire.
Too heavy. I cannot do that.
Alright, so bump, 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 bump. Yeah, don't be leaving your potions. But this guy you can die on. Alright. Especially with those garbage lightning. Even with the insane amount of leech this guy has, he can die pretty quick. Oh, jeez, ice axe. We'll love that, but don't need the cold. Alright, just wanted to check this plate and go back and show you what I'm doing here. Okay, there's another one of these buggers. Hate them. Okay, the armor on that's not that great, so we're done there. Alright, so you can see he survived. Hit 100. Is he great? No. He's got a lot of work to do. Dark Shadow. Now like cold damage. Okay, so let me go ahead and run through what these characters got going on. So we'll look at the stats first. I'm at level 80. I really should be putting more into strength for the extra damage. And I'm not using any ward. Fatality is nice because of the poison and health, but really, if I want to do more damage, I should be doing strength. My resistances are fine. My armor is 48%, which is great against physical, but not so great against other things. Okay, so there are some ways around that here. Alright, I've got a block chance here, armor 48% reduction, got some stun avoidance, my block gets rid of about 9% of all damage coming in, a little bit of dodge, who knows from where. Alright, so I have no parry, my endurance is nowhere close to 60 where it needs to be. I do have reduced bonus, so I should not take one shots too often, but I have. And we're reducing a little bit of time, some dot damage. Okay, we're getting 11% melee damage as health, so that's good, but I would need a faster rate to have it really deal with these guys from dying. Alright, on my skill side, okay, we got a Warpath. You want to come over here and grab Abysmal Echoes for sure, and I also have it pegged as a skill over here. Alright, so we're going to run over here, grab that. We're going to take things that basically reduce the mana costs. We want to make sure that we grab these and all of them. I'm a little torn here. What's my channel right now? It says 1. Okay, so that's good enough. I ain't going to get any lower than that. Warrior's Fury, grab later. The longer you spin, the more damage you do. And just grab a point on it. Much more than that, you're going to be struggling for mana. But it does give you, for every second you spend, a ton of additional damage. Okay? You can take that out and be a little bit more mana friendly. And then maybe count on your Erasing Strike more. That's up to you. I'm going to put this point here. And that'll pick up another 16% damage, which is good. Okay? So there's Warpath. Anomaly is our buffs. We're taking the right side of the tree here. Basically, you want to grab the additional leads to cooldown recovery. The time bubble lasts longer, and also attack speed. And it now casts on you, and you pick up 4 points here. Crit strike chance is also absolutely wonderful. Okay, so might even grab something to raise anomaly to maybe +3, pick up a couple more points there, so you got more crit. Okay, Erasing Strike is all about the damage and shredding void resistance. Okay, so we at least get a void resistance stack, or maybe 2 when we hit something with it. Alright, so we also do kill threshold, board melee damage at full health and reduced health, crit strike chance improvement, and crit strike multiplier improvement on Erasing Strike. I also picked that up for reduced cooldown, so I can pretty much use it at will. Devouring Orb. Okay, so one of your main damage dealers. You want to go ahead and pick this up so it orbits you while you are moving it casts, and damage on collision. Okay, and that also reduces the cost of Devouring Orb. Over here, you want to have them cast more often, and you want to have them shred resistances. So as it hits, it's basically reducing your resistance versus your Warpath and your slam. So there's Devouring Orb, it's cast on move. Alright, so Abysmal Echoes is purely for the debuffs. And so we're going to go ahead here and just go over here, pick this up for additional echoes. We're going to go ahead, and we don't care about the damage. We want it to shred enemy armor and also to have reduced physical resistances. All of this now basically adds up, and Abysmal Decay blinds enemies is a huge one. But your big one in Abysmal Echoes is this one right here, where you pick up Nether Coating. You get attack speed, and you do more damage to blinded enemies, and you blinded them right here. Okay, so there's the skills. Here's the tree. Standard Sentinel to start off to get to Void Knight. And we're picking up some block, some damage, reduced damage from enemies that are close, and some strength and resistances. Void Knight, really easy here. We're just going and we're making sure we get all of our 5 points that we can. Added a little bit of damage. We're also picking up our leech here, Void and Melee both, and I'm at 11% right now. We get some Vitality. We get also too the chance to inflict Frailty and Slow. We pick up, this is absolutely critical, make sure you get these Void Essence on kill, and then turn Void Essences into mana if you're out of mana. Over here we're picking up this amazing node which basically eliminates elemental damage, so it turns it into void damage, 40% of it, and then the void damage taken overall is 6, so it takes basically all the fire, lightning, and cold, turns it into void, gets rid of 50% of it when it's maxed out, and then you also get 20% reduction over that. All the rest of these are for skill echoes, okay? So that pretty much is the tree. My gear, Clothos, I can't find anything as strong as Clothos. I got really lucky on this one with a chance to blind, a chance to chill, and void damage, melee attack speed, okay? I could have gotten lucky and gotten increased physical damage, which would have made this a monster, but I'll take the attack speed. Went here for the Warpath and the increased mana. Also really big, the health again, and void damage with some resistances there. Okay, we're using code of an erased sentinel, which is not really optimal. I would have loved if this had something else on it besides shield bash, but right now it's holding its own. One font of the erase for the life and the resistances. That's a pretty crappy font too. We got reduced bonus damage from crits here. Health. Alright, we get a little additional block and void damage here. It's not a great ring. Reduced here, and then health here, along with attack speed. And that's pretty much the build. You know, for my idols, right now I didn't take anything special. I mostly tried to max out my resistances. I did take the 141 echo damage with skill and melee void damage. That was a beautiful idol. Okay, so the rest of it basically is just to balance out where I'm weak on resistances. Yeah, this guy is still a glass cannon, by the way. And he can't get one shot pretty quickly as compared to my spell VK. That's it for this episode of VK Melee. He's now at level 80, about to hit 81. Like this guy, he's fun, and he definitely keeps you awake when he's running around corruption level 100s because you really got to watch his health. That's it. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. Old Gaming Guru out.